afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Feel like I said that from the. That feels like a saying from the Truman Show, but it kind of is in a way. Anyway, I might piss some people off about this thought or this statement that I have, and remind you, I'm not a religious person. I mean, I was a Christian at one point in my life, but then I started, hopping into or learning about other religious, and it kind of made me question the whole system a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Um, no disrespect to any religions or anything. This is just a form of a thought, opinion. Um, take it as it is. Take it as you will. But my question is, where does the knowledge come from? From the Bible, from that person? Like, did they have to go within themselves to find knowledge and answer? Aren't you becoming the teacher? So basically what I'm saying, the student becomes the teacher becomes the student. And it's like the universe is not teaching you, you're teaching the universe and you're teaching yourself. So then you become the teacher. And I'm wondering, like, whoever created religion or whoever created their own, like, Bible, or that they had to go within themselves to pull out knowledge, to understand their, like, or did a god or an angel come down to them, talk to them telepathically? Like, I really don't know. Okay, back with part two. It feels like I'm just talking to myself. I need to try to go live when I do these type of videos, but I kind of like this. So I remember what I was saying. It was, where did religion come from? Is religion like a form of controlment? I did some research like a long time ago, saying that the original Bible is in Egypt, and everything just been mistranslated. Like, especially with Christianity, like, no offense, I feel like all it is just fucking, like, controlment and gaslighting. And it's like, we can't do this, we can't do that. Any type of religion is like that. Other religions are like that too, but it's just something about religion that people are not asking the right answers. I mean, not asking the right question or saying the right answers to those questions. So, oh fuck, never mind. I often wonder, where does religious come from? And what I mean by where it come from, I'm not talking about the place that was originated. I'm talking about the internal knowledge of religions. Like, do we have to go within ourselves to find the enlightenment, as they call it? There's many names for it. For, like, when I think about enlightenment and soul, like SOL, like the sun, Ra, and all of them. And they're really telling us that it's our soul that is the solar system, that is the, gravitational, of us, the, 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 other existence of us, and it's the reflection of enlightenment and light. And I often wonder how many of us is like really going within our solar system to find true knowledge within ourselves instead of just depending on other people to identify what true knowledge is. Because those people who wrote the same Bible, the same Christian Bible, Hebrew, Greek Bible, translated it all into English, and it kind of like, the story is kind of getting rewritten, and I don't believe that like that's the original state of those stories that we hear in the Bible. It's more to it. It's more like a principle, really. Like these names are principles. They're not like actual beings, even though they could be. They could have been real people. But if you break down each of the like names in the story, you're like, oh, this is what that means. This is what we're supposed to do. Or like, because at the end of the day, the Bible is really fiction. And it's not even considered as a real, like, artifact in a way. And I'm glad some people are getting to wake up from the old habits of how certain Christians would abuse the system, and I believe that the Bible can be rewritten in any type of way. The Bible had to come from somewhere. Like I said before, like the original Bible is in Egypt, somewhere in the fucking in the fucking tombstone, like buried, like the real actual one. And can nobody really go discover it because it's not wanting to be found yet. And I don't know. This is like my internal imagination on this part. So don't follow me with the greater salt about it unless you want to, unless you feel that that's, I'm not trying to piss off Christian community or anybody else religious. But no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not disrespecting nobody because, you got to be careful what you say online because 20 years from now and you look back and it can be used against you. So, I'm going to use code. All right. You're just going to have to follow along with me on this. Does religions want to control us or guide us? And are the people in the Bible our ancestors, and our ancestors are communicating through us through the Bible? I'm like, is anybody really asking these type of questions? Because like I've been having these type of questions since I was like a little girl, and I may have more, and I'm just like slowly unlocking the questions that I used to have that I want answers to. And it makes me wonder if, like, why do we eat fish on Friday? Why did we do the blood and wine and Jesus thing on, right before New Year's come? Why do we fast before a new year come? Why can't we do it, like, it's just certain things, question, and I kind of find the answers to, and I want to break them down into different videos, but I'm like, I don't want to, piss nobody off and say the wrong shit because that's what wasn't taught to them or told to them. And I want to, like, bring a whole new community in. And I got other shit to talk about, like past life memories that I had, and I want to share them. And I think I'm going to. And it's like, I don't know. People are waking up to it, but back then when it felt like I was the only one awoken to this type of shit, and then when I would tell people, they'll look at me like I'm weird, or I need to be in a psychotic home or some shit. And I'm like, they ain't wrong, yeah. Maybe I probably do, because the shit that I know, the knowledge that I have within, it's like way too, way beyond different than what anyone else has already said and already done. But these are just my interpretation, nevertheless, of people, like add-ons, really, or response to people, videos, knowledge, and spiritual community, whatever they do on YouTube. And I'm like, oh shit, let me put my 2 senses into it. I might not have all the fucking big terms, but at the end of the day, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because we're both going through the same thing. And I'm just here to guide you, honestly. Or give you advice, and you're here to guide me. And yeah, don't be afraid to share anything on my page. It can be about aliens, different dimensional beings. We can find the answers together, because at the end of the day, we don't know what the fuck going on, because they should have just got us a better Happy Meal. I'm just saying. How they're gonna be like, oh, you get to relive on Earth again, but you don't get to keep your memories. You get to see your memories and like on a T-shirt or a television show or a movie, but yet they won't give you the code, the access to your own knowledge. Or when you want to go back to a specific time, where you're jumping into these different timelines, and you're like, well, shit, I'm at a dead end. And I kind of feel like religious is keeping us in a square. Not a circle, a square. Because a circle, you could still kind of find your loops in that bitch and get out. But with a square, it has corners, it has angles. It's giving you too many directions and too many angles of self, and not letting you go outside of yourself and what's outside of you, and not what's projected to you in the light. Sorry if you hear my background. I don't know what the hell is going on outside. But I hope everything is all good. But anyway, yeah. At the end of the day, it's all just how you perceive things and how you want to interpret things. It's not about what's right and what's wrong, because life isn't what's right and what's wrong. You make mistakes, you live and you learn. It's the yin and the yang, controlling your own enlightenment, finding your own soul, aka soul, aka ego, she go, okay, and understanding your shadow self. Don't cast out your shadow self because other people are so uncomfortable with it. Get them comfortable. But get yourself uncomfortable so you can get comfortable. You'll understand what that means later. And to understand knowledge, you gotta, sacrifice yourself for you, not for others. It's both benefits, but at the same time, you don't want to do the half glass, half full thing and don't get nothing in return. Like how some of these guides are now, some of us are still halfway, we're still somewhat asleep. We're not fully at our alpha state yet. Because if you think that you can be a being somewhere else and still be a human here, you're gonna have a hard time understanding both realities, and it's gonna feel like a split like reality. But I'm gonna talk about that in another video. I'm just ranting now because I got so much shit that I wanna tell y'all. And I might go live one of these days, probably every other Friday or some shit. I don't know, it's on a weekend or I'll probably go live on the Sunday, really. And the weekdays, I'll do videos. So yeah, we gonna figure it out. We gonna get there. I just gotta figure out the AI and try to trick it because I don't understand. I'm doing what everybody else is doing, but not really. Yeah, I guess it's just my tags, probably. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But alright, stay tuned to next time, to the next video. This video was kind of all over the place. Feel free to Cash App me. Let me get my Cash App name. I think it's the thefollowerlavender. I don't know why I named myself that way. Yeah, the follower lavender is my Cash App. The follower lavender. $1, it's okay. 50 cents is cool. $3, it's fine with me. It's going to y'all. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. I'm not gonna cuss in every video, I promise.